WCW World Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan has put his title on the line. You're going to see Scott Norton in action, the debut of Sabu, and Steve Mongo McMichael. A whole lot of action going on tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, get on the edge of your seat. This is the biggest thing to hit TV since the little old lady said, "Where's the beef?" Well, it's right here on the WCW.
I'll tell you what, the beef, Bobby Heenan, was last week. Debut edition of Nitro. We saw it. Lex Luger stunning the world, making his appearance here.
Well, when you said it, Bischoff, when you're hot, and Hogan is not. I guarantee that.
Take a look at this in case you missed it.
I've been down the same roads as you. I've been where you've been. I've beaten the same people you've beaten. I am sick and tired of playing around with kids. I'm here to get it on with the big boys, and that means you.
You see this, brother? This is the WCW heavyweight title, brother. I'm the champion, and that's the way it's gonna stay forever and a day. I know where you've been, brother. You've been playing games. I'm gonna have to give you your due, brother. I know when you started and how long you've been at it, brother. But when you come in the WCW, when you get in Hulk Hogan's face, brother, there's thousands of Hulkamaniacs, brother, that are gonna stand behind me each and every bit of the way, Luger. So as far as I'm concerned, brother, as great as you may be, you don't have to prove nothing to me, brother. You don't have to wait till next week. You don't have to wait till next month. Just stick that stinky palm of yours out, brother. Shake my hand, and I'll put the WCW title on the line next Monday on Monday Nitro right in Miami. I'll put the title, the WCW.
You got it! You got a deal like it!
All right, now, of course, the big news subsequent to that event took place this week. Vader evidently is AWOL. He has not filed the proper documents, and as we know it right now, he will not be a part of the pay-per-view this coming Sunday night. That leaves, you got it, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Hogan's team is down 4 men to 3.
You been giving Vader advice, Bobby?
I haven't been giving anybody advice. I don't have to give Vader advice. They're bailing out of the Hogan ship like rats on a sinking ship, and more of that's going to happen. Hogan is in deep, deep, deep Nitro trouble.
Yeah, easy there. Of course, the big thing, Mongo, let's face it, if Hulk Hogan loses the WCW World Heavyweight title to Lex Luger tonight, he could be in serious trouble, not only down 4 men to 3, but psychologically, he's up against a brick wall. Let's get down to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, live from Miami, is set for one fall.
We have got a match, Mongo, that a lot of people all over the country have been looking forward to. The man's name is Sabu, one of the most unpredictable athletes in our sport today.
He looks like a lot of little fullbacks I played with, and you don't mess with those guys. They'll hit you right under the chin. The lights go out.
Well, let me tell you something about those little fullbacks you played with. This man here is from Bombay, India. He's been suspended in 17 countries. If he played football, he'd be on those suicide specialty teams. Just watch this man wrestle.
I'll tell you what, suicide is a great way to describe the way this man approaches this sport. His uncle, the original Sheik. I used to watch him when I was a kid growing up in Detroit. You got it, Mongo.
With the curled up shoes, he would set that thing and kick you, you're out.
Talk about Nitro and fire. The Sheik is really something.
Alex Wright, the opponent. Alex Wright won this berth by virtue of a big victory last night over Diamond Dallas Page. And now it's Alex Wright. Combination, arm drag takedown, single leg pickup by Sabu. Sabu resorting to a ground game, which surprises me at this point, Bobby.
Well, you know, if Alex Wright wants to wrestle, that's fine. But this man here, Sabu, will do anything. Look at this. He will do anything it takes to win a match. His body is scarred up. His body has been broken. He's had bones chipped, everything. He don't care.
I know, look at his chest. It looks like he's been king whipped.
Head scissors right over the top rope. Now, this is one of the things that makes him such a volatile athlete. Yeah, he took Alex right over the top rope. But if you looked at it, he took more punishment than he dished out. This guy is a raving lunatic.
Suicide.
Through.
Suicide Sabu. And he doesn't care. Like you said, Bishop, he'll throw his own body in the way. He don't care about himself.
You can't be scared of a man like that.
Moonsaults over the top rope. This guy he's phenomenal.
Did I hear bones break on that?
I'm not sure whose.
Could have.
Sabu, an athlete that's been wrestling for about 10 years, and this is one of the things that makes him so dangerous. One of the things that has kept him out of most wrestling organizations all over the world. He's lethal. He'll use chairs, he'll use tables. Oh, chair!
Oh my goodness! But he's the happiest he's ever been.
He's
really enjoying
what
himself.
he is.
He's never had a better time.
He better not underestimate this German dynamo.
Uppercut forearms from the just turned 20-year-old German sensation Alex Wright from Nuremberg, Germany, a second-generation wrestler himself. His father, the great Steve Wright, wrestled all over the United States, Mexico, and indeed in New Japan wrestling. But Mongo, how many times have you played knocked out? This guy's unconscious.
His whole career.
I told you, I've hit a few little fullbacks like that before. They had the best game of their life, and they don't remember how they did it.
Oh! Did you see the height on that drop kick? And it's Alex Wright with an aerial attack. He is fighting fire with fire. Sabu, an athlete I had the opportunity to witness back in May. It was May 3rd, in fact, Fukuoka, Japan, when he won his first major title in New Japan. But now he is here where the big boys play, and it's a whole different world.
You know, it's very hard to prepare yourself to wrestle a man like this, because he'll use chairs, he'll use the tables, the ring steps. He'll take a wooden leg off a guy. He'll use a crutch. He'll do anything he can get his hands on. He's a very dangerous man. You can't prepare yourself for him.
The other guy ought to resort to the same tactics. He shouldn't let that guy get away with that.
But Mongo, you got to stick to your own game plan. True or not true? I mean, how many times you want to change your game plan to adjust your opponent? Oh, did you see that?
Oh!
But if you don't remember the past, you're doomed to repeat it, baby.
Oh, another coaching theory, huh?
Oh, from Mike Ditka, you know.
Yeah, the guy's never had any wins or anything, Bobby.
Who, Ditka?
He at least had one championship. You know, not that you know anything about that.
How many weeks is he going to be here with us?
He's going to be here a long, long time.
I love you, though, Weasel.
Get it.
And it's Alex Wright. German suplex. Belly to back suplex. He's got almost had a pinfall.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Resort to the tactics. Mr. Wright took him over, and I know that hurt the back of his head as much as it hurt Sabu.
What's he going to do now?
It can be just about anything. The Arabian moonsault, the Arabian face buster. This guy will do just about anything. You can't predict
He
the
got him.
1-2.
Did he get him?
Yes, he got him.
Here's your winner, Sabu!
Both those guys don't know where they are.
I mean, this is the debut of Sabu, and comes in and beats Alex Wright, knocks him off just like that. What an impressive victory.
Impressive victory indeed, but it is not over for Sabu. Alex Wright, as I mentioned, coming off a tremendous win last night over Diamond Dallas Page. I dare say he was not 100%.
Oh!
Not to make excuses for him, but he just got a face full of ring.
I guess you encourage that kind of stuff, don't you, Weasel?
Well, yeah, I never took any cheap shots with a bunch of 10 other guys playing behind me. What's he got here now? Furniture.
No, he's got... Hey, he didn't come in here on a rider truck, but he's bringing the furniture with him.
He's going to hit him with the buffet table.
I'm afraid he's not going to hit him with that table. It might get worse. It might get ugly.
Where's he going now?
He's going to make him the buffet.
No, he's not.
Alex is
No.
out. He has no idea, and he broke the table. Both men in.
Sushi.
Let's hear, wait a minute. Let's go to Dave Pinzer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Nick
What's
Patrick
going on
has
here?
reversed his decision and has disqualified Sabu. The winner for disqualification is
what?
Alex Wright.
Yeah, for what? He beat the man in the middle of the ring.
How about
This was
attempted
all-
manslaughter?
This
How's
was
that
after
for
the
one?
match.
That is justice. You have to abide by the WCW rules.
Look at Sabu here. Goes up on top rope, right on Alex Wright's shoulders. For the 1, 2, 3. You can go to your room, but he's not done yet, this man.
That was
Top
the Arabian press, Bobby, and he does it better than anybody.
Don't invite this man over for Thanksgiving dinner if you got a big table.
All right. A lot more action still to come. Whatever you do, don't leave us now.
Nature Boy, I got to tell you something. Last night I was over in South Beach. You were styling, profiling, moving and grooving. The paparazzi, the beautiful women, and now at Fall Brawl, Arn Anderson.
You know me, Gene? The only thing missing at South Beach last night was the fact that Double A, my running mate, my main man, and my best friend was not at my side. Conspicuous by his absence, I'm told today that Double A was back in his hotel room calling his wife and little boy. Instead of running wild with the Nature Boy, we used to be like Joe Montana, the pretty boy. He was Lawrence Taylor, the killer. We ruled the world. There was no path in life that Arn Anderson couldn't walk because he was at my side. This was the symbol. This wasn't the Four Horsemen. This was the symbol of excellence. This was the show. And Sunday,
Wait a minute, gentlemen. Hold on. Lex Luger, the total package in town.
And you know what? One thing Double A always said was, Nate, Hulk Hogan's driven you crazy. Well, Hogan, look what you've done now. Look who's here. The total package. 6'5".
Lex Luger.
275. 22-inch arms. 60-inch chest. The total package. Hogan, tonight, the package takes control. Right, package?
You know, Rick, some things never change, do they? You are too much.
Oh, and I'm gonna stay too much. And tonight, Hulk Hogan, you go down to Lex Luger.
Thank you very much, Ric Flair. Still to come, Hogan and Luger collide here on Monday Nitro. Thank you.
All right, well, you heard the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, Bobby Heenan, Mongo, the big one coming up exclusively on pay-per-view Sunday night, 7 o'clock Eastern time. If you haven't done it yet, order. It's War Games, Fall Brawl coming your way. Hogan's team down, 3 men to 4, and it's a match that nobody thought they would ever see. It's a Nature Boy, Ric Flair, taking on his former buddy, Arn Anderson.
Well, you know something, Bischoff? I don't know who to cheer for. I care for both of them. But the way Anderson's been acting lately, I don't know. He's kind of turned his back on the Nature Boy.
All right, well, we'll be talking a lot more about it, Mongo. I know you got something you want to say, but right now, let's get down to the ring. The Stinger in Wall Street.
The following one-fall contest is for the United States Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Wall Street in New York City, weighing 248 pounds, VK Wallstreet.
All right, Bobby, what's with the VK stuff?
I don't know what you mean.
All of a sudden now he's VK Wallstreet? What's up with that?
You'll have to ask him, and you have to make an appointment to talk to him. I wonder how things are going today at the market.
What market? The supermarket?
Supermarket?
This guy might be sacking groceries after this match.
Hey, he'll buy this program right here and throw you off. You'll be back at the end of the bench like you usually are.
Impact or whatever.
Well, VK Wallstreet, you heard the interview on a debut edition of WCW Nitro last week. He said he wanted to come to where the big boys play. Well, he's here now, but he is stepping into the ring with the United States Heavyweight Champion, a man who has made his mark here in WCW. One of the most electrifying athletes in WCW, the Stinger.
There he is.
Awesome.
Simply put.
Hey, by the way, in case you're tempted to grab the remote control, check out the competition, don't bother. It's 2 or 3 weeks old. Shawn Michaels beat the big guy with a super kick he couldn't earn a green belt with in a local YMCA. Stay right here. It's live. It's where the action is.
Who cares about that? They named it after a bunch of uncooked eggs. This thing sizzles here, ladies and gentlemen. Period.
And it is hot, and this man, 5-time heavyweight champion of the world, I don't know how many times he's held the United States title and everything, and he's a member of Hulk Hogan's team, or is he gonna bail out?
Well, there's a lot of questions about Hulk Hogan's team. In case you just joined us, the announcement I made just a little while ago. Vader, AWOL, absent without leave, so to speak. We're looking for Vader right now. We're going to try to find out more about that situation. Word has it he has not filed necessary paperwork with the WCW Executive Committee to be a part of Hogan's team. So the question is, can Hogan trust him? Evidently not. We'll find out more. And hey, Mongo, there's a couple of your buddies here from Miami Hurricanes. What's up?
Hey, I'll tell you what. I used to be a football player. A lot of my friends, Reggie White, to name one of the greatest of all time, we all are wrestling fans. We don't watch football.
Get him up,
we watch wrestling.
Get him up.
Reggie White, is his brother Barry White?
Bobby, Barry, whoever. Does it matter?
No, it doesn't really matter.
Stinger just buried a couple of right hands along the side of the head of VK Wallstreet, the man who said it's all about power, it's all about money, and that's why he's here in WCW. Nice hip toss takedown by the Stinger. Wallstreet up quickly. Perfectly executed dropkick, followed up with another combination aerial attack here by the United States Heavyweight Champion.
Slow things down, Michael. Slow things down.
Open up the cash register and get you some change, Sting.
Stinger is all over Wallstreet. Wallstreet. Now he knows what it's like to play where the big boys play. And Lex Luger, later on tonight, is challenging the World Heavyweight Champion, Hulk Hogan. And in Luger's own words last week, the only World Heavyweight. Luger, 9 days ago, was wrestling for the WWF. He just jumped ship and said, I want to come with some competition.
Well, he literally came out of the Bush Leagues to come play with the big boys, didn't he?
Absolutely right, and he won't be the last because this is the only game in town. Stinger now circling to his right. Wallstreet a little tentative. Collar and elbow hookup as Sting goes into a side headlock, attempts a side headlock. Wallstreet doing a great job blocking it, keeping his chest to his opponent. Stinger off the rope, steps over. Stinger coming back. Oh, and right through. Heads up move by Wallstreet, and this man is dangerous.
Just think, Mongo, if you'd have come off the line like that, maybe you could have sacked a guy or two.
I know I could have sacked him.
And now it's Wallstreet. Face first attack to the Stinger on the ring apron. We have got a live crowd here tonight, and for a very good reason, the dream match. The World Heavyweight Champion Hulk Hogan and Lex Luger. The match no one thought they would see. And look at the Stinger. Tremendous spring in those legs, Mongo.
It's unbelievable how powerful that man is. People need to realize what kind of athlete is wrestling in the WCW. The greatest athletes in the world today.
And I'll tell you what he's got laying ahead of for him. Sting at Fall Brawl. You know, Flame Brian is going to take on Johnny B. Bad, and the winner gets Sting. Sting is involved in that Dungeon of Doom match, but he's eventually going to have to wrestle the winner of that match. But if VK Wallstreet here should beat Sting, he will get a title match.
Fans, if you haven't done it yet, make your plans now. This Sunday, September 17th, 7 o'clock. Fall Brawl War Games coming your way exclusively on pay-per-view. And although Hogan's team is down 4 men to 3, make no mistake about it, with guys like the U.S. Heavyweight Champion on your team, you can give up a little bit of an edge. And look at the Stinger going to work on Wallstreet. Wallstreet has got his bells rung.
I hear the stocks and bonds going off all over town.
Don't worry, they may be down a little bit now, but they're going to make a big rise. Oh!
What a clothesline.
Right in the back.
Stinger puts a knee right between the shoulder blades of Wallstreet. Wallstreet face first into the turnbuckles, and Stinger set him up for the Stinger splash. And now, the United States Heavyweight Champion.
He's behind you!
Finish him off.
He's behind you!
He is going to pull the trigger. Flying cross body lock. Overhooks the leg. 1, 2, 3.
He got him!
Okay. That's the way you do it, Mr. Heenan.
I know how you do it. And Sting did it very, very well. A very impressive victory over VK Wallstreet. Stinger looks like he's ready. Comes off that rope, clothesline, taps him right on the jaw.
I believe Stinger's a man on a mission. What do you think?
I think he's on a mission, and he had to worry about getting past VK Wallstreet here. He does a 1, 2, and a 3. Go to the vault.
All right, when we come back, Scott Norton and the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah!
Ring my bell.
All right, welcome back to the action here on Monday Nitro TNT. Hey, but hey, don't forget, this Saturday night on TBS, 6:05 Eastern, the debut of the Disco Inferno. Bobby, he dresses just like you, man. Renegade, Max Muscle doing battle. And you're going to see the big man, Big Bubba. He's going to be taking on Dave Sullivan and, yes, the Rabbit, allergies and all. And you're going to see Flying Brian in a key matchup with Alex Wright. All that action coming your way only on TBS Saturday night, 6:05 Eastern. Don't miss it, whatever you do. And we are about to kick off a match, guys, that was made at the broadcast table last week. Mongo, you were there. Bobby, you were trying to hide.
I was trying to get out of there.
Bobby, did you finally get those shorts cleaned out?
Both of them, yes.
Thank you. Oh, this guy. I want Macho to take his head off, and I should have done it Monday night myself.
You're an announcer. You're supposed to keep your football keister sitting on that wooden chair they gave you.
Hey, Mongo, he's looking over here at you, man.
I know it. Look at him. Look at him.
He's pointing to you, buddy.
Oh.
What kind of a lineman would he have been? A linebacker, a tackle, a guard? What would he have been?
He looks like an offensive guard. Got about as much intelligence as a dead amoeba.
Oh, yeah, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. A man who has had a tremendous impact here in WCW since he arrived. And Scott Norton.
Well, you may hear some snap, and it may not be a Slim Jim. It may be his back.
Norton, double top, former professional world arm wrestling champion. A couple weeks ago, you saw Cleve Dean's picture in the USA Today. Norton beat him like he was a 13-year-old kid.
Who?
You're talking arm wrestling here.
We're talking arm wrestling.
Well, that doesn't do any good when you're getting hit in the head.
Uh-oh.
And they have jumped the gun. Norton picked up right where he left off last week. Randy Savage. Wow, Savage.
Oh, he keeps looking over here at you, McNuggets.
Yeah.
You better be, boy. I'm going to get you next.
Come on to the booth. Maybe we'll get Bobby out of here for a change.
I don't think so. Get Bobby and Eric out of here, thank you.
I'll take
Hey, don't turn to me.
Don't worry about it.
If he comes over here, Bishop, don't yell to me to leave because you'll be talking to yourself.
All he needs to do is roll up in that jacket and just look like a big gumball. He won't know where he is.
The Macho Man, Randy Savage, with a sunset flip, but Scott Norton, incredibly powerful. A man with a bench press of over 500 pounds. He reps it, Mongo.
There are no professional football players that strong. I promise you that.
You did it.
Yeah, but he did it 5 times with 100 pounds. It's different.
Well, I was the strongest one, and I'm not there anymore.
The Macho Man, Randy Savage, coming off the top rope with a double sledge, and now it's the Macho Man coming back strong on Scott Norton.
You know, the average wrestler would have backed off. Norton would have intimidated him so much. But look at Savage. He's back on his feet. He's going up on top. You just can't keep Savage down.
I played with guys like this before. You cannot underestimate the heart.
And look at the bear hug. Look at those guns wrapped around the lower ribs, the floating rib, the kidney area.
Ooh, he might have just popped his heart there.
And the Macho Man, Randy Savage, is down. He is hurt, and I believe he is hurt seriously.
He may have broke the man's spleen.
I see stars in your eyes, Heenan. You thinking about managing this guy?
No.
He may have a broken back here. He is not moving his lower extremities at all.
Well, I know a good animal hospital you can send him to.
I thought I heard something pop. I just thought Heenan was gassy.
And Scott Norton going right after that lower back.
But look at Savage, favoring that back. He never favors a part of his body that's hurt. He is hurt, but he's still pulling himself up.
Savage is in serious trouble. You're absolutely right, Bobby. He is letting Norton know that he is hurt. He is favoring that back way too much. This is the Macho Man Randy Savage that we have not seen since he's been in WCW. He is hurt, he may be seriously hurt, and Norton is like a piranha.
Well, he came off that top rope with all that velocity, and Norton caught him with those big, big arms and just started squeezing and squeezing. Look at this.
And now look at this, Scott Norton hooks a leg.
And look at Savage. He still keeps fighting. He's still kicking out of it.
That away, Macho. Just hang in there. I've played against big guys like this before. They wear themselves out, and in the fourth quarter, they're yours.
There's too much at stake here. Let's think about it for just a moment. This Sunday, exclusively on pay-per-view, it's War Games. Hogan's team is down 4 men to 3 already. What if Savage is hurt here? And that's exactly what Norton is trying to do.
And you know, Hogan's thinking right now, I better bail out. I better find something to do, because they are out to get me, the Dungeon of Doom.
Hogan is thinking about one thing, and that's defending the WCW World Heavyweight title tonight, right here on Monday Nitro.
And let me interject one thing. That match was made last week on Monday Night Nitro. So every week you gotta be here, because you don't know what's gonna go down.
If you turn your back, you're gonna miss the action. You are correct there, sir.
Savages. I'm telling you what, guys, this is serious with Randy. He's hurt.
He might be beat down.
Power body slam, and Norton plants him like
Savage got out.
Savage, where is he getting it?
He's running on pure heart and adrenaline. As I alluded to earlier, he might be out, but that's when some players play their best game. They don't even know where they are.
Well, Savage is used to reaching down and sucking it up and keep on going forward. But this Norton is just so powerful.
And look at this!
Did you ever throw a tackle like that, McNugget?
Sure, you jump over those little bitty running backs and you wipe out the quarterback. That was a good sign of it right there.
I cannot believe the abuse that Savage is taking here. He is getting absolutely obliterated by the power of Scott Norton, but Savage keeps coming back.
And the average man would right now be outside that ring taking the 9 count, trying to break the count to get a little, it's gonna bite your Adam's apple.
Take it from me, Savage is no normal man, and Norton is finding that out. Norton's gonna be getting frustrated at this point.
I think he's tired out.
Oh, what did he do there? Did he DDT him?
Vicious DDT.
him off the rope.
Hooked a leg. Norton, a man who has crippled a lot of people in Japan.
But he's going up to the penthouse.
Over 350 pounds is going to come barreling off that top turnbuckle, and Savage is in a world of hurt. Oh! Savage! Brain busts him right into the mat.
Penthouse to the outhouse.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I promise you they're flashing.
They've got to be. They've got to be flashing.
Savage. Look at the intestinal fortitude of this tremendous athlete as Randy Savage digs down deep into his guts and goes after a man much bigger, much stronger, and much more motivated right now. But what is this?
What is this?
Dungeon of Doom! Dungeon of Doom!
Get him out of here!
There you go. See.
Oh, look at that avalanche! Laying an avalanche is out!
He's
Get
out!
you on, Macho. Get him!
He's out!
Wait a minute!
Cannot get up! Norton's got 500 pounds across his knees! He
Get
can't
out of
get
there,
up!
Macho! Get out of there, baby!
Oh, that's not fair!
Get
Let's
out of
restart
there.
the match!
What's that guy got up there in the ring? Was he trying to turn him into a popsicle?
How did Savage do it?
I'll tell you how Savage did it. The Dungeon of Doom, it all backfired. 500 pounds of shark.
But I'll tell you something, Savage is hurting. He will not be 100% for War Games. I can guarantee you that.
Little dissension in the Doom family here as well.
I seem to remember you guaranteeing a lot of championships and came up empty.
Well, it wasn't anything. No, I've never done that. That's a lie.
And what's going to be going through the mind of Scott Norton? He had a tremendous opportunity to debut here on Nitro, and let's face it, he blew it. Thanks to the Dungeon of Doom, Randy Savage taking advantage of the situation, and he comes up the winner.
I knew he was going to come in overconfident, and that's when you miss those little tricks that Macho Man has under his belt.
All right, we'll be back with more action right after this. And this is the one the world has been waiting for. A man who only 9 days ago was wrestling for the WCW Championship. He decided he didn't want to play with kids anymore. He wanted to come to where the big boys play. He did in a big way. It shocked the wrestling world. And now Lex Luger steps into Monday Nitro to challenge the WCW World Champion. In Lex Luger's own words, the only world champion for the title. We'll be back with more action and Hulk Hogan right after this.
The battle against muscular dystrophy rages on as WCW presents Fall Brawl War Games. Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Randy Savage, Sting, and Vader join forces to fight against muscular dystrophy.
Help MDA fight the battle against muscular dystrophy and help out my pals.
WCW presents Fall Brawl War Games. Sunday, September 17th, live on pay-per-view to benefit MDA.
Ladies and gentlemen, the opponent in tonight's main event is accompanied to the ring by the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, from Venice Beach, California, weighing 275 pounds, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Hulk Hogan.
There you go, Pepe. There's a real man.
What do you think Luger is, a midget?
I tell you what, if Hulk Hogan's got his mind on the Dungeon of Doom, Lex Luger might take him tonight.
We'll find out. This is the match the world has been waiting for, and you're getting it right here on TNT Monday Nitro Live. It does not get any better than this.
And I'll guarantee you one thing, in the pit of Hulk Hogan's stomach, and what's going through his mind right now is he's wondering, do I have any friends? Will anyone stick by me? Savage is hurt. Can't find Vader. I don't know. I just don't know. Sting's up to something, believe me.
All the football games I've ever played in, if you overlook an opponent, that's the one that sneaks up and bites you right on the butt.
Exactly.
Well, I'll tell you what, I just got word from the back, and the Macho Man Randy Savage is hurt. The doctors are looking at his back right now and his floating rib, just as we thought the result of a number of different attacks by Scott Norton. So Hogan has got to be thinking about one thing. He is down a man going into War Games next week. It's 4 against 3. Randy Savage, he's on the bubble. He may not even be a player. And now he's got his world title on the line against a man he didn't even know he'd be facing 9 days ago. Talk about a pressure cooker.
Talk about Nitro. That's what's going on right here. I'll tell you, and it isn't 3-man left. It's only 2.5. Because Savage is only half a man right now. Still the toughest half a man you'll ever meet.
Well, I'm tired of talking about your Dungeon of Doom. Look at this match. If you've never watched a wrestling match before in your life, throw that remote control away, get on the edge of your seat, and watch these two gargantuans go at it.
Lex Luger pacing himself. Luger, I thought, would be a little bit more aggressive, Bobby.
Well, I think he's taking his time. You know, they've never met in the ring. And I don't know if he's had time to prepare for himself, his match with Hogan. So he's going to take his time. He's in the best shape of his life right now. I've never seen him look better.
And when you say Lex Luger's in shape, Mongo, you're talking about a guy who, at 19 years old, the youngest player ever to play in the CFL. He played in the USL in 84 and 85, and hey, he played for Green Bay, 82 and 83.
Yeah, but anybody can play for Green Bay.
I take that as a personal affront. And I imagine Reggie White would, too.
Maybe we need to invite Reggie to the show here and let him take it up with Bobby directly.
Reggie shows up here. I'll show him what I'm all about.
Look at Hulk Hogan go. Drop total takedown by the Hulkster. Combination of moves there. Half Nelson armbar by the Hulkster. The Hulkster goes into a front face lock. Luger up on both legs, and now it's a Hulkster. Snapmare suplex up and over goes Lex Luger, but look how quickly he got up.
Look at the conditioning. Look at the intensity. He wants it. He wants it from Hogan. He wants to become the heavyweight champion of the world.
And he just may, as Lex Luger now, side headlock on a Hulkster. Hulkster's got a wide base.
Think what might happen, Bischoff, at War Games. Hogan could be going into this match, himself not a champion, and if Luger gets him in that torture rack, he could have a bad back. Savage with a bad back. I mean, Sting would be there all by his lonesome.
And the Hulkster telegraph. The back body drop. Luger takes advantage of it.
He's up.
Mr. Heenan, those guys might have more friends than you know.
I wouldn't doubt that.
And look at the look on Luger's face. He knows he is in for the match of his lifetime. He is in there with the WCW World Heavyweight Champion.
All the action that's going on here at WCW. These two, you never thought you'd see them in the ring. Down the road, you never thought you'd see Ric Flair and Arn Anderson. Do not touch that dial.
And look at this crowd. They are going absolutely crazy, but I must say, evenly divided here. Hogan with a strong contingent, but Luger not without his fans. The match made in heaven, Mongo.
Monday Nitro, I promise you, the owners of the WCW aren't finding these guys for excessive hitting.
And listen to this, it's Hogan. And Luger bails out.
The veteran he is, the ring general he is, the man that would become heavyweight champion if he beats Hogan. Well, he should have turned his back on Hogan.
Let's face it, Luger is just not used to this caliber of competition. You've got the world champion of the WWF is a guy that barely made it past mid-level status here in WCW. He is in here with Hulk Hogan.
Well, I don't think either one of them showed up tonight to play tiddlywinks. They're gonna go at it.
And look at Luger.
Wow. Torture rack. He's gonna pick Hogan up. Strap him across your back. We've got a new champion of the world.
He's got a champion. He's got Hulk Hogan in the rack. The torture rack.
Has anybody ever got out of this?
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Do we have a new champion?
No, we got one.
Ring the bell.
Hogan is hurt. Hogan is on the verge of losing the world title.
Savage with a bad back.
Doesn't drop it 3 times.
Hogan with a bad back. He won it.
Luger dropped it. Did he get it?
Yes, yes,
no,
yes.
The referee said no. And look at Hogan. He raised his hand.
Did he think he won?
Hogan is lifeless. He is not moving a muscle.
Luger thinks he won. Covers it 1, 2, and a kick out by the world heavyweight champion Hulk Hogan.
The Hulkamaniac starts screaming. The blood starts pumping through his veins. The red, the yellow. Hogan's gonna pop through his feet in a minute. I know this man. Luger, be prepared.
What unbelievable intestinal fortitude that man has shown every match throughout his career.
After being in that torture rack, after being picked up and almost snapped in half.
He was playing possum. You've got to know he was playing possum. And he buried that boot right between the eyes. The leg drop. The cover. Now, a repeat.
This is the kind of thing I just don't understand.
Oh, you've had that happening in the football field. Both benches clear. Same thing happening right here.
They are pummeling Hulk Hogan.
Come on. Here we go. And Macho's out here.
They haven't laid a finger on Luger, but they are pummeling Hogan. It Sting's there. Macho's there. We've got a war.
You got war games going on right here in Miami.
Hogan is taking a beating of a lifetime.
You see that, Pepe? And you're a fan of that? Not anymore, brother. You ain't bringing that cape and those horns to these matches.
Hogan's up on his feet.
Savage is on his feet.
Stinger. Hogan. And what is going on here? They didn't lay a hand on Luger. Oh, wow. And director, tell us we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
No.
All right, fans, it is erupted here in light of the decision just handed down by the referee for the 2nd consecutive week on Monday Nitro. Again, Hulk Hogan, we have to sort some things out with Fall Brawl coming up this Sunday and War Games. You're short a man. I understand Vader does not qualify to be part of the Hulkamaniacs when you meet the Dungeon of Doom.
Well, you know something, Mean Gene? War Games is 1 week away. It's not bad enough that Vader has already gone AWOL. They've got an extra man on us, brother. It's 3 against 4. Luger comes out here, get in my face 2 weeks in a row, gives me the run for my money, the match of my life, brother. Where are you coming from, Luger? How come they didn't lay their hands on you when they jumped on my back? Which side are you on, brother?
I'd like to say double goes for me. I'm asking you also.
Hey! Let's hear it. Where are you coming from, Luger?
What about it?
Well, hold on, man, just a minute.
One at a time.
Wait a second, just look around here. Look at this. Look at this right here. Does this look like something big? Hey, come on, man. Vader's out of the picture. And it looks like the total package. Come on. With all due respect, he gave even you a run for the money, Hulkster. To me, this is the team look. This is the deal.
No, it's not the team. I'd rather go 4 versus 3, because if we win, we get the Taskmaster. Buddy, I'm going to tell you something, bottom line. I'd rather know that nobody's on our side helping us rather than getting stabbed in the back by Luger coming in here and showing something different than what needs to happen.
Gentlemen, one at a time.
Hey,
here.
let me just say something, Macho Man. You and I have nothing against each other, right?
Exactly.
Okay, you want to win war games, right?
Exactly.
Well, so do I. That means I vote Luger into the team, man. I vote him in.
I respect that, but I need to ask you a question.
All right, go ahead and ask.
How come the Dungeon of Doom attacked Hulk Hogan and a Macho Man Randy Savage and didn't touch you and Jimmy Hart?
Oh.
Wait a minute! Are you saying that I'm not red and yellow? I'm the one, in case you didn't know it, went back to get you and Sting to help the Hulkster!
Okay, gentlemen.
Listen to him. Listen to what Jimmy's trying to say.
Wait a minute, brothers. Let me put this all together. Are you saying that we should let Lex Luger take Vader's place in War Games?
Yes! Hulkster! This is America, baby! Innocent till proven guilty! You have the final vote, baby!
It looks like it's your call.
Bottom line, I vote no. So it's 1-1, brother. I'm telling you, I got a feeling that he ain't right.
You can have, listen, Macho Man, you can have your vote, but you're only one of 4 votes.
Okay, brother, you want him in, you want him out. I'm torn apart. But the way I look at War Games, when you put all the men in the cage, we'll find out what everybody's made of, Luger. Would you be our partner, brother? We want to test you in War Games.
Yes! 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 Come on!
Well, tell him! Don't make a fool out of me, don't embarrass us. Do it!
I'll step in there in War Games and I'll stand with you side by side, blow by blow. But one condition, I want that title shot down the line. You promised me.
There's some unfinished business
See,
here.
he's got an ulterior motive.
Get
You
this
heard
up.
it.
Get back to you.
You heard it, Mean Gene Okerlund, Mongo, Bobby the Brain Heenan, the newest addition. It is now 4-4. Lex Luger, believe it or not, the newest member for Hogan's team.
I'll tell you, don't miss this pay-per-view. I'll tell you, I still don't think you can trust Sting. I don't think you can trust Luger. Savage gives you his word, he'll be there. I don't know if you can trust Hogan or Jimmy Hart. Something's going down here. Something smells worse than that tarantula in the derby he's got there.
Hey, we got a weasel and a rat here, so we got the rodent family covered. But these boys got more problems than the Dungeon of Doom. I'll tell you that right now. They better get their collective poo-poo together, or they're going to get beat.
All right, we got a lot of great action coming your way next week right here on Monday Nitro. Don't forget, if you haven't ordered your pay-per-view, do it now. Next week, it is going to be Paul Orndorff and the bad man himself, Johnny B. Bad. And how about the Nasty Boys? Will you see them in action? Will you see the debut here on Nitro of the American Males? Well, the Blue Bloods will be taking on one of those teams. Watch the main event this Sunday to find out who will be in action here on Monday night.
They're going at it again.